beautiful sunshines, my beautiful dolls, welcome back to this your channel. Thank you so much for pressing play. Well, let's get into this video. As you can see, I have a nail already, and I'm showing you my Fantasy Nails acrylic, and I'll be using my Tones monomer. The acrylic, of course, is white, and here I will be showing you guys how I was taught in Fabiola Flores masterclass to do a rose so that it's not that raised and it's a little more spread out. So the first thing they tell us is to visualize a triangle on the nail, and I get the monomer to kind of show you that I'm visualizing that triangle. So that's the first thing she tells us to do, visualize a triangle where you want to do the 3D rose. So after that, I pick up once I visualized it and I just wanted to give you guys an actual visual, I pick up my first pearl and I start applying the acrylic. When I apply the pearl, I try to shape it into a C or a half moon, whatever you want to call it. And after it's to where I like it, I'll start pressing down on it. And here I go applying the pearl. Every time you see the brush leave the screen, I'm either cleaning it or getting another pearl. So for the most part, I'm cleaning it, and I'm cleaning it in a circle motion so it doesn't lose, my brush doesn't lose its shape. So as you can see, I'm pushing it side to side to try and get an even amount of acrylic on the whole half moon or C shape. Once it's to where I like it, I go ahead and start pushing down at a 45-degree angle. I don't wet my brush anymore, I just keep cleaning it and pressing. I want to do this video because usually all my videos are in fast motion. I want to do it in real time and show you guys what I learned at the workshop, how I felt my 3D roses got a little bit better. I'm not saying I got perfect, it just got a little bit better, and then I'm just going to keep on practicing and keep on working. And as you can see, it's pretty flat. And this way it's a perfect way also if you guys want to encapsulate a 3D rose. I just keep pressing until I'm happy. And there you go. Now I'm ready to go on this visual of my triangle with this line at the bottom. I drop the pearl at first and then I go ahead and try another one. The tripod pole was in my way, so it was a little uncomfortable, but I wanted to get it as close as I could so you guys could see. So I go ahead and start marking the C, trying to even out the acrylic. And as you can see, I'm overlapping that second little C or half moon on top of the other petal. That'll make it look more circular and more like the rose petals, you know how they overlap each other. And then once I'm ready and I'm happy with my C or moon shape, I start pressing down at a 45-degree angle. Once I'm happy with that one, I move on to the next one where my next line for the triangle is, and it'll be inside both petals, the way I make the next C shape or half moon will be inside of both petals. As you can see, I try to put it only where the nude acrylic is. I don't put it on top of the white. And then here I start pushing side to side and marking my C shape or half moon. Once I'm happy with what I have, I start pressing down at a 45-degree angle. I normally flip the client's hand around as well. I don't torture it like I did this hand to try and get it in the camera, but I do twist it around when I'm doing a petal that I can't really reach or that I have to overlap my hand. One, I do it that way too. I wanted you guys to kind of see, although I ended up being out of camera. But doing this helps you have a better pressure on the petal, that way you guys don't mess it up. And I apologize, I got out of the camera right there. And then I flip it right back over. Kind of press the petals a little more while I'm twisting the hand around. Trying to make it as flat as I can and giving it more texture with the same brush. Once I'm happy with that petal, I move on to the next pearl. A little piece of hair there. As you can see, that's how it looks like so far. It's pretty flat, and the petals are all overlapping each other. Here I pick up my next pearl, a little smaller, and I place it on the nude area between the first two petals. And I do the same process. I let the pearl get consistency while I dry my brush a little bit, and then I start marking the C as well in this petal. And of course it's a much smaller, more marked C or half moon. And the reason I try to put it more towards the center and have the petals wider out when I start is so it doesn't look like a mountain. My first roses look so much like mountains more than roses. The technique helped me a lot, so the reason I put it on the nude or the where you could see the colored acrylic or whatever acrylic you're working on is so the petals don't overlap each other and they're not covering the petals you did prior. That's also a reason you get it smaller. So here I'm moving on to my next petal, and it goes between the next two petals that you did. Now it's going to be 2 layers. This is the best result, like she said. 2 layers of 3 petals. The next layer should be of 2, and then the center, which you could do the center with however you want it. Some people add caviar beads, some people add a rhinestone, some people just do a little hole. I'm challenging myself with that little shell looking thing in the center, the little swirl. So here I'm moving on to the second petal of the 3rd layer, and I'm pressing it until I'm happy with it. I'm trying to stay in camera while I'm doing this as best as I could. And there's the second petal, and then I move on to the next line because I'm still imagining the triangle as well as following where the other petals are overlapping. I go right in the center and add the next petal. This shows a lot more if you do the double dip, like where you dip a white and then a slightly darker color. A lot of people like to do it with really dark colors, but it shows a lot more when you do that. And again, I go for forming my C. As you can see, I did it right on the colored acrylic and not on any other petal. It's slightly on the petals where it's supposed to be, but it's not overlapping so much that when I press, I'm going to cover the other petals. So I want to show you this in real time so you guys can kind of catch what I'm doing, how I was taught that it was easier for me to understand 3D roses. And I do it so anybody is having trouble, if you guys feel like you could do better but you can't figure out how, I wanted to share this video with you guys to help you out. So there's my third petal. As you can see, it's pretty flat, perfect for encapsulation if I wanted it to, but I don't in this case. Now I move on to the two petals, and I put them right in front of each other. I'll add one petal and then in front of the other petal. And of course I pick up way smaller beads, and I'll be showing you that they're really, really tiny. As you can see, they're even smaller than before. You don't want to pick up the same size pearls because then you'll be covering all the other petals and it's going to look like a mountain. Believe me, I used to do that. I'm excited over tomorrow's video that's going to be uploading. It's a challenge, so I asked a few people on Instagram who wanted to be nominated for this challenge, and I got a few that said yes, so I go ahead and nominated them, and then I just added some people I would like to see for the nomination. So I invite you to check it out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and activate the bell so you can know of any uploads I bring to the channel, as well as liking it if you like the videos, and commenting, and of course sharing, so this family could grow. This doll and sunshine family could grow. Could have more dolls and sunshines. And there's another tiny pearl, and I'm putting it in front of the other petal. Tiny little C, and then I press at a 45-degree angle. That tripod pole is really in my way. So there it is. Now I just need to add the center. I didn't realize how not zoomed in I was, and I zoomed in too late. I apologize about that. But it worked out because when I turned the hand around, it wouldn't have been on the screen. So now I'm going to go ahead and try to do that little swirl. And at this part, it's my challenge. I really have issues trying to get it right. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. I really need to practice that, and I've been practicing, but sometimes I don't have time, especially because it's summer. So this is the pearl I pick up for the center, and I'll go ahead and place it in the middle. And here's take one at my little swirl. I'm sorry I was so to the corner of my camera at this point, but at least I was still on a little bit. See, every time I want to do the swirl it parts, but I'm pretty sure you guys got this. I'm the only one that has issues with it, I think, in the world. A lot of people just prefer to do the center, and that looks pretty. I don't mind that, but I'm really trying to get that swirl down. It looks so much more pretty when you get the swirl down. So at the I end up not liking it at some point, and I just remove it because I don't like it. And here it is. I'm like, darn thing didn't work. And I leave it so you guys could see we all have mistakes, and they're fixable. If you don't let the acrylic dry too fast or too much, you could just clean it up and then just go on to the next try. And here's my next try. It didn't come out so good, but I just try and fix it as best as I can, and I just go ahead and leave it. I'm sorry, I got out of focus right there. And there you go. That's the best I could get. So, and it looks pretty, so I just go ahead and left it. Now I will try to make a leaf coming just from the side. This is not really good at the new types of leaves. I'm good at the older ones. But it's something else that I'm trying. She did teach us how to do this one. I just haven't gotten it down yet, because I'm used to the old-fashioned leaves, and I keep trying to do that. But I should try to show you the technique at least. You guys probably do a better job than I do. Another thing, I don't like to use acetone in my monomer. When I'm doing this, I just do it from the monomer. I don't like the acetone to touch my Kolinsky brushes. It's no good, no bueno. So I don't use any of that. I don't know if other people do, that's why it's easier for them. What I do like to use, I just need to find out who still sells them at a good price, is use fast drying monomer. That's really good for 3D, because when you're shaping it, it stays rather than bouncing back. This is where I have trouble. One side comes out perfect and then the other one doesn't, so that's the only problem I have with that. And then I just take it out since it's still wet and scrape off the excess and then try again. And it's just, I try to be really hard on myself when I do stuff, because I want it to come out nice, and I just keep trying harder and harder until I get it right. And I know I will at some point. Never give up, especially when it's a dream. Never give up. And this is something I really like to do with the passion. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten a lot of clients that want 3D. It's probably not in right now, but I still love working with 3D. And here's take 2 of the leaf. So what she does is pulls a little down, pushes a little down, and then pulls the rest up. Then we part the middle and then just shape the sides. I do like to do it with the little needle point. At this point I didn't remember where I had it, because sometimes when I'm recording a lot and doing sets, I lose my stuff. I don't know about you guys, but I lose my stuff. But it's easy to shape it with the tip of the brush as well. It just gives you a hard time sometimes. And there you have a leaf. Put in a little more pressure to shut off a little more. And then I just go ahead and add gel top coat. And we're done. And I'll be adding the ones from the Max Top Coat from Tones. I love the shine on that one. Well, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you beautiful sunshines and dolls enjoyed it. I hope it was of some help. I did it with all my heart, with all my love, to help you guys out a little bit with the 3D if you're having a little bit of trouble. I'm going to be trying to do a lot of 3D videos as well. There's a few things that I learned at the workshops, and I'm gonna see if I could get them in. Some of them might have to be in part 1, part 2, because they're really not difficult, but time consuming. So don't forget to hit the like button, to subscribe, and to activate the bell. Please like, comment, and share if you like this video, so this family could grow. Hugs, kisses, and squeezes. God bless you all. I love you. Mwah.